This is the biggest news ever. Check this out. This little thing right here, I can just literally, all I have to do is just touch it like this. Anywhere. And it grounds me to the speed of light. It grounds me. So the best EMF protection there is this, being connected to the ground wire of this building. Now I'm going to say that again. The most powerful cell phone protection you could have possible ever, by far, is just to be outside barefoot. Why? Because the energy pulls right through you and goes into the ground. It grounds into the earth. The most dangerous situation is when you're walking around with a cell phone and you got insulated shoes on and it's just going it's bouncing around all over your brain and everything. Does everyone get that? Now this was discovered by people who did the big giant towers that you've seen on the side of freeways, where there's these enormous towers, 100 feet tall or whatever, 50 feet tall, and they used to ground those because you have to have a good grounding system, because if that gets hit by lightning, what are you going to do about it? Well, you don't want it to explode or blow up your electronics, so you have to ground it. And then one of those guys thought, well, you know, what happens if we grounded a human? Otherwise known as going barefoot. And what they discovered is that the root cause of our EMF problem is not being grounded. And it's also, this is a big one, check this out. It's the root cause of our cortisol levels being out of whack. It's the root cause of heart rate variability diminishing, if you're a doctor. Any doctors in here? It's the root cause of hormone fluctuations being out of balance. It's the root cause of all our circadian rhythms being out of balance. It's called wearing shoes. And all you have to do, and I do it every day, I got this right underneath my computer, all I have to do is touch this anywhere. This is all silver wire in here, and it grounds me to the ground wire of this building. You'll see both green lights are on. That means this building's actually grounded, and therefore I am actually grounded, and all the EMFs pull right off me, right into the ground of the earth, and I'm not getting hit by EMF radiation. Isn't that the best news ever? So you just never know. I mean, now I'm on a computer. I can be there 14 hours typing away, literally having the best day ever typing on a computer. That's usually not the best day ever for most people. That's usually like the worst ever. Especially like when people get sensitive. They're like, 15 minutes. I gotta go somewhere else. I gotta do something else right now. And I'm getting something very interesting. I'm just bringing this out as an example to introduce us to all this stuff, because what I'm actually experiencing there, sitting there typing in front of my computer, being grounded on this grounding pad right now, is that I'm actually getting something that the Dallas Masters would be out there doing Qigong for 10 hours getting, and I'm getting it while I'm typing my computer. I'm knocking down 2 coconuts with 1 stone. So I'm getting a massive connection to the earth all day long. I've never had that since I was a child, since I was an infant running around barefoot. But I'm at my computer doing my normal work in a modern technological society. Is this making sense to anybody? Meaning that the answers are here. That, look, I have every gadget you could possibly imagine on my cell phone. If you want to see them, I'll be happy to show them to you. But I know that nothing works better than being grounded, period. Everything else, all those little gadgets, all whatever's on there, goopy, gobby, you know, this thing, that thing, the other thing, it's not as powerful as this. Just being grounded, connected to the earth. And then this starts sorting out all of those circadian rhythm problems and autoimmune conditions. Autoimmune conditions. A woman came to see me the other day, 83. She's 83. And she's like, yeah, everything's good. I got a little, this knee right here, it's starting to get a little bad. I was like, all you got to do, sweetheart, is go barefoot. She's like, I live in an apartment in the city. What do I do? Barefoot Technologies. I'll give you a website if you want to hunt this stuff down. And the studies are all there. They're all there. Download. They're all PDF files. And there's 3 more big universities studies coming in on this. EarthFX.net. EARTH FX.net. You want to do what I do? That's what I do. You punch in a code superhero, you get a discount. I said, hey, if I'm going to go out there and put this out there, you got to give us a discount. The discount is superhero. Punch that in. If that doesn't work, call them up and say, David Wolf told me to call you. Really powerful discoveries happening all the time. And we got to stay with it, because guess when this showed up? 6 months ago. This just showed up 6 months ago. Now, I've done the test. We were just, Juliana, there's my lovely assistant, Juliana. Please raise your hand. Juliana was our willing guinea pig victim, willing helper, who we just decided we put her on this, and we're playing around, and I would just say, okay, Juliana, we're gonna test how much EMFs you got in your body right now, because we're in an apartment building, and it was something like, how many volts was it? It was 1 volt. It was 1.4 volts or something like that. Then she'd touch this, and it would immediately drop to 0.3 volts. Then she'd let go and immediately go back up again to 1.4. Then she'd touch it and immediately drop to 0.3, just from being grounded. Just going, all you have to do is go like this. Who can do this?